Welcome back here to Lucas Oil Stadium. You know, it's one thing just to show highlight reels every Friday night. It's another thing entirely to show games live every Friday night. And for the third straight year, HTSN is doing just that. It's available on our digital channel, 6.2. It's also available on Bright House and Comcast cable networks.
Welcome to North Central High School. I'm Jerry Baker. Big Jan Bozier is alongside. And this is a very special event.
If you're the offense.
It's back. HTSN continuing the commitment to bring live high school football games. Cables are connected. The graphics are ready. And for the third straight season, so is the broadcast team led by the legendary Jerry Baker.
They have a team on this side of the field and one on this side of the field. Then we have our team that covers the entire field. So, yeah, I guess so. We're kind of a team, yeah.
I guess you got to be better than the teams on the field sometimes.
Well, if you got a 56-0 game, you better be on your game. I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah.
To kind of fool the secondary.
Back to analyze the action, the excitable Big Jan Bozier.
Look how high he gets here. Look at that.
A football man from Noblesville who spent some 20 years in the broadcast booth and has seen the changes in Indiana high school football.
You know, everybody talks about Ohio, Florida. Now people talk about Indiana, and it's the speed of the game. I'm just amazed because I played back when they had leather helmets. You know, we barely moved, but today the game is so fast, so quick. Scoring has increased overall by 9 points in 10 years. It's because of speed.
Ball game. Your thoughts about the first 24 minutes?
And back on the sidelines, one of the hardest working men in the business, and has seen the broadcast changes of the game as well. Greg Rakestraw.
It shows you, too, I think, the popularity of the sport, how it's grown. All of a sudden, hey, we got live coverage of high school football games each and every Friday night.
You know, it's amazing. There's not that one rivalry. Maybe Carmel and Warren Central at times, or Fishers and HSE are kind of like that, where you're going to get 9,000, 10,000 a game. But what is unique is the fact that you will have probably 10 to 15 games, if not more. They're going to have 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000 at every game. If you add that up, we have become quite the high school football market here in Indianapolis.
Appreciate you very much. Of course, you had Richmond taking his spot.
It's a broadcast that begins months in advance by setting up the schedule, then reserving the crews, broadcast time, followed by game research.
Again, that's one of the rules changes this year. You get the yardage.
And no one's done it better in the state than Bake. Moved out of Sullivan to graduate from Indiana State and launch his budding broadcasting career back in the late 70s.
I kind of set a goal, and then I got lucky. As you well know, luck is about 95% of what happens to us in this business anyway. So I went to Indiana State. I got a job working with the local Terre Haute radio stations. I faked my way in there. You know, I auditioned. This is back when you could actually come in and audition for a job, which just doesn't exist, I don't think, anymore.
Nassau County Coliseum in New York. Hello again, everybody. This is Jerry Baker.
From there, it was on to covering the ABA Pacers.
From that field, they simply have to have it.
Mike got the big effort. A 6'3" senior came up with a 20-point effort this afternoon.
To high school championships.
Now Mears goes to the outside, and Rick may have it. They move into the short shoot. Rick Mears takes the lead.
And the Indy 500 on the IMS radio network, a place he remains a part of to this day.
If you're doing this for 40-some years, you got to be pretty decent at it.
Well,
you know?
I got in this for the money.
We both know that's not true.
And I'm just wondering when that's going to happen, you know.
It's a Hall of Fame type career, which also landed him there. The state's basketball hall in 2000.
It's a little sunny over there right now.
HTSN proud to give him another outlet.
What's it like to work with Jerry?
You know, it's
Legend.
It's a dream come true. I used to listen to Jerry Baker call the Pacers game when I was growing up.
You and me both.
That's a true story. And he was my idol.
Now the pitch back going deep again to Blevins.
People just hear the voice on the broadcast, and it just gives it this big-time feel. The shots are great. The production is great. But Jerry is kind of the cherry on the sundae, what we do for high school football.
Yeah, I spent years at the Pacers. That was great. Back in the old ABA days when it was really, really a family, and we won championships. That was great. Being around this is, in my mind, Dave, this is the last legitimate bastion of amateurism.
We're ready to go. And so it's on to another full season. From August to November, pregame to postgame, HTSN will be there in what's become destination television on an otherwise busy Friday night.
We got some great games lined up this year.
Yes.
Great games. And you're going to be here, right?
I will be here.
Okay. So you're going to prepare?
This year I'll be.
It has become destination television on Friday nights, and we kick it off tomorrow night with Center Grove at Warren Central. More on our schedule in just a bit.